Hello and welcome to January 21st, where we're reading Genesis 45 through 47. Now, these chapters finish out the majority of Joseph's story. We'll see a little bit of him still, especially in chapter 50, but this is the major end of it. He ultimately reveals his identity to his brothers, and then he invites all of them to come and live in the land of Egypt. It's a very nice ending as he works out some business decisions, and quite frankly, everything works out pretty well in the end because Joseph was willing to forgive. We'll explore that idea a little bit more deeper in the written notes. For now, if you want a more detailed breakdown of the chapters, here we go. In Genesis 45, Joseph ends up revealing who he is. Now he's tricked Benjamin, he's tricked Judah into being nice and standing up for Benjamin as he ought to, and so Joseph breaks. He cannot take it anymore, and he reveals who he is to his brothers, making them realize that it is in fact Joseph, that God has caused things to work out okay, and God's taken care of him even though they meant it for evil. He'll talk about this again in chapter 50, and so we'll address it there briefly as well. But for now, he invites all of them to come and stay in the land of Israel. And so the children return, all the sons return, and call Jacob down to Egypt to go and see Joseph, who Jacob thought was dead. And so Joseph decides to go and see if it is, in fact, true. In chapter 46 records the travels where Jacob and his family all pack up and head out. It covers a big genealogy of about 70 people who are moving to Egypt, telling you who all of them are and making sure we know everybody who's going down there. Joseph and Jacob reunite at the end of 46, and they are very grateful to see each other. And ultimately, in chapter 47, Joseph manages some basically interesting business decisions. He makes a property for his country, for his people to stay in. He says, Jacob, you should go over to the nice, green, fertile area because that's where the shepherds live, and the Egyptians aren't shepherds, and so you guys go live there. He works that out with Pharaoh, and he also does some other things to work out the government buying everybody's property, which is a very odd instance. I really don't have much to say on that. Not much of spiritual impact, at least I don't think so, and so we'll kind of leave it in there. Israel has moved down into Goshen in Egypt, a very, very nice land. God has managed, through all the terrible things in Joseph's life, he's managed to save all of them and provide for everyone. Thanks for listening. If you've got questions, if you want to engage more with some of the specific pointers, you can go over to the written page and explore that there. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow, January 22nd, where we'll be reading the end of Genesis, chapters 48 through 50.